Hey, so this week I've been feeling very lonely. I mean, it's not just this week, but I decided to go back on dating apps. And I don't know why I keep doing that, honestly. Sometimes I'm just in the mood where I want to chat with people, I want to meet people, and I feel optimistic, like I'm gonna find love or something. So I go back on dating apps, I put my profile back up, and I update it a little bit. And each time it's the same thing. First, I'm disappointed when I have to update my profile because I don't have new pictures to put on it. Because I don't really like taking pictures of myself. I never look good. So I just scroll back in my phone and realize that, yeah, there's nothing good to put up. And so I feel like, people are gonna see my profile and see pictures that are maybe years old on it. I feel like I'm catfishing them. Although it's not like I looked better before than I do now. I don't know. Maybe I'm too honest. But once I've dealt with the picture issue, I start to, swipe. And sometimes I set the app to see women only, sometimes to see everyone. And I swipe and I start to read profiles. I know some people never read those. Some people even never bother to fill in their profile. But I really like reading profile. For me, to swipe right when there's nothing written or nothing filled in your profile, you're gonna have to have really, really good pictures. Because, even if you're cute, if the profile is empty, I'm probably not gonna swipe right. So I read the profile, I check the astrological sign, because I'm that girl. I also like when there's something funny here and there. I think humor is super important and it's charming and it shows how smart someone is. So yeah, I swipe for a while. Usually I swipe left a lot. I think maybe I'm picky, or I don't know, maybe I've just spent too much time on those apps, so I tend to see the same faces over and over again, and I feel like, oh, I've seen this person last year. It's a little sad. Anyway, but yeah, I swipe left a lot. So of course I have little match because, well, as I said, I'm picky, but also I think because I swipe right on people that are way out of my league. I guess, I'm only human. I like beautiful people and I'm not one of them. But yeah, and so then comes the most disappointing part of all, the chatting part. Usually it's always the same thing, right? It's hey, how you doing? Or how's your week going? And then comes the inevitable question of, what do you do for work? And I hate this question. I like asking it to people because I'm always curious about people's life and what people my age are up to. But answering that question is the hardest thing for me because I'm not doing anything with my life. I don't have an actual job. I've been a full-time mentally sick human for several years now. I've tried many times to get back out there, find a job or an internship, but I'm always forced to stop because of my health, or I get fired because of my health. So, yeah. And I'm lucky to be in a country where there is some kind of financial aid for people who are too sick to work, so I can survive like that. But clearly saying to a potential date, I'm too depressed to work, so I have no solid work project in my life. It's just not charming at all. So once I revealed that there's nothing going on in my life, or that just I don't really have a job, a lot of people just ghost me. And that hurts a lot because, well, answering this question is already me being vulnerable in a way, because I really don't like, I feel ashamed, right? People expect a 30-something to kind of have their life together, and I don't. So yeah, it hurts. But sometimes, sometimes some people understand. I guess there's 3 categories, right? They're the people who plainly just ghost me. They never answer back. Okay, hurts, but fine. Then there's those who just don't understand. Because, lucky for them, right? They've never suffered from depression. So they just think I'm a little sad and lazy. So they advise me to go for a walk, go to the beach or in the forest, hug a tree or something like that. As if I hadn't tried those before. It's been, I think, maybe 6 or 7 years now, maybe more, I don't know. Let's say 7 years that I was actually, diagnosed. So, of course, yes, I've tried a walk on a beach. I've tried hugging trees. I've tried everything at this point. But, those people, they don't get it. And, bless them, right? It really means that they're healthy. So good for them. But yeah. And then there's the 3rd category of people. They're not that many, sadly, but they are just okay with me being sick and okay with me not having a job, and they kind of understand. And if I'm lucky enough, and I haven't already stopped using dating apps again because of the other 2 categories of people, then I get to talk to those people. But yeah, most time my dating app adventure stopped there. There's also something that I hate about dating app. It's there's a pressure to keep talking to the person, and I really don't like this pressure, because sometimes you just gotta meet the person, because online chatting can be boring and it's very limiting. Sometimes just having someone face to face is easier. But if you're too busy or anxious like me to meet in real life, then no matter how good the connection is at first, it tends to die down at some point, and you end up never talking again to that person, and you'll never know if you have missed the love of your life or not. And with men, I've noticed that there's also the fact that you cannot tell them that you're chatting with other people. Or even worse, if you're meeting other people. And I've never understood that. There's so many men I've talked to who have been butthurt over the fact that I was going on dates with other people. But it's a dating app. Dating app. Am I supposed to only talk to you and never give a chance to other people I've matched with? It's not like I match with one person and start talking to that one person and stop swiping. I match with several people. I say hi to several people and they answer when they can. And so I have several conversations at the same time. And sometimes several conversations are okay. And sometimes several people want to meet. And it's really weird to me that it's always men who have been doing their little jealous crisis like that, to just be like, oh, you're talking to other people. Oh, you're going on another date. Things like that. Like what? Like you think that because we've been talking for like 3 days and we met once over to like have a beer or something, that I'm gonna think, I don't know, like you're the one and I'm deleting dating apps? That's not how it works. I've never had a woman on dating app who was pissed at me for talking to other people on that said dating app, or for meeting other people from that dating app. But man, oh God. And it's so frustrating. So yeah, you have that to deal with as well. So keeping up a conversation, avoiding questions that I don't like, not getting butthurt for getting ghosted, and trying not to hurt sensitive, insecure men's feeling. And after going through all that, sometimes I get to meet nice people. People who sometimes end up becoming good friends, but rarely more. And since all that, like all this process is tiring and challenging to me, I usually end up not going back on dating app for a while. Sometimes even I just delete the apps. And I go back to saying, I'll just find someone, in a more natural way, as if anybody was meeting anyone like that anymore. I mean, I'm sure back in the days, whenever that was, people would, go out in a bar and meet someone. But, I mean, I've tried once going to, I think it was a cafe alone. But first of all, like I was really feeling, I hated it because being alone, I felt like an outcast of some sort. And you cannot meet anyone because everybody's already hanging out with friends. There's not that many people who are alone as well. So yeah, but I'm always thinking, dating apps are the worst. So I'll meet someone the other way. Or, I just say, oh, well, I'll stay single forever. There's a lot of people who are single and very happy. And so I think that I can be one of those people. But no, I don't think so. And so the cycle kind of continues that way. I spend months without using those apps. And then I suffer from loneliness again. And I think about using them again. And one day I feel chatty and optimistic. So I'm back, updating my profile again, being disappointed again, trying to keep up a conversation again. And yeah, I hate those apps. I've always actually wondered if people have like found real romantic relationship thanks to those apps. I think people have, right? Because that's what they're selling us. So I want to believe some people have found love like that. I'm curious, have you used those apps? What's your experience on those? Do you know people who have found love that way? And yeah, that's this week little voice note. Really just a rant about how I hate those apps but keep going back to those. And do tell me what's your experience with those, because I'm curious to know if I'm the only one doing that, going back and forth, hating it but coming back anyway. And on that note, I'm gonna go swipe a little. Take care. I love you always. Bye.